What's going on, everybody? It's Bulls Nation Station back at it again with another one. Hopefully you guys are feeling pretty good today, as I'm feeling pretty good myself. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about a couple things, and one of the things I wanted to talk about in this video is actually Ayo Dosunmu. Yes, he's been a guy that hasn't really got too much conversation this summer, hasn't been talked about as much this summer, so I'm gonna dive into his situation. But before I do, I want you guys to subscribe to my page and like this video if you're a true Bulls fan. It definitely helps keep you updated whenever I drop a new video. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. So Ayo Dosunmu, you know, he had a really rookie season, you know, coming from a second round pick. He filled in very good when Lonzo Ball went out. And so we all thought, okay, Ayo has a really good future, very good future. And then here comes the second season. He had that sophomore slump. You know, he had a couple of good games. He had a game winner. His first game of the season against the Heat was pretty good. You know, he was confident. But it seems like once he lost that confidence, other teams started to figure him out. He kind of fell into that slump that he really couldn't fully come back from. You know, it took to the second half of the season when the Bulls brought in Patrick Beverly. Ayo got moved to the bench, and he was just that spark plug off the bench pushing the pace. So how would Ayo Dosunmu return for his third season? You know, it was some people out there that actually thought Ayo wasn't coming back as his contract was up. But, you know, the Bulls re-signed him. But now he's not that first guard in the rotation. He's actually at the back of the totem pole. And so it's up to Ayo to, you know, show what he's worth for this upcoming season. Is Ayo going to be a productive player for this team, or is Ayo going to be one of the guys who ride the bench and just, you know, waves and supports everybody else? So me personally, I just look at Ayo's makeup, man. He's from Chicago. He's always had a chip on his shoulder since college. You know, every time he down or had a bad season, he always bounced back with a way better season. And I don't see that being any different this year. It looks like Ayo has been putting in the work. He's been working out a lot. He's been training a lot. He's been working on his shot, his ball handling. And I feel like Ayo has a lot to prove. I don't feel like, you know, the story is written on him yet. I feel like Ayo's going to surprise a lot of people. And I honestly feel like he's going to play his way into a role, into where he's going to have a consistent role on the team. You know, once again, I said, just like in my last video, Billy likes to run a lot of small ball lineups. So it might be times where Ayo's in a rotation and he's not the quote-unquote point guard of the team, but he might be the 2. He might even be the 3. But Ayo has a lot to prove, and I'm not going to be surprised at all if Ayo makes the team. You know, he possesses a lot of good qualities. You know, his speed, him pushing the floor, pushing the pace on the floor, is a lot of those things. I feel like Ayo made a lot of mistakes as far as, you know, understanding the schemes. You know, as far as defense, offense, just understanding, being in the right sets, the right plays. And so another year of that would do wonders for Ayo. But as far as physically, you know, Ayo is good. He's going to be pretty good. He definitely still has to work on that shot. If he can improve the mechanics of that shot, which I think is possible, that's going to be great, because two things that'll get you on the floor for Billy Donovan is three-point shooting and defense. So if you do those two, then you definitely have a spot in the rotation. And I feel like Ayo can do that. So it's up to Ayo Dosunmu to prove to everybody else how well and how good of a player he will be. But comment down below, do you guys feel like Ayo Dosunmu will make the rotation, or do you think he's just at a position now to where it's not really going to matter, or he's not going to be good enough to make it? So I'm going to holler at you guys later. Again, like this video. It helps me out a lot. And I'm going to holler at you guys later. I'm out.